Gallagher, the mayor of the city of Bettendorf, Iowa. Today is Friday, October 20th, 2023. Welcome to my office here at City Hall for a riveting discussion today about strategic planning. I know it's not all that glamorous, but it's very important because your city council and department heads go through a very purposeful process to set policy moving forward, create our long-term goals, and a plan of attack to reach those goals. This is very purposeful work that we undergo with a conciliator and facilitator of the discussions, Lyle Summick, who's been with us for decades now, which is consistency. We're building on consistency each and every time. And it's kind of a long weekend. Last Friday we worked from 4 o'clock p.m. to probably about 10 o'clock p.m. Saturday morning we started at 7:30, ended around 5, and Sunday morning we started at 7:30 and ended in between about a little after 4. So it's a long weekend of work together here at City Hall with your department heads and your city council people, as well as our facilitator. So we create these things that I just talked about, these policy things, and I'm going to share some of the top and high priorities in our policy discussion, as well as some of our top and high priorities in the management section. That's getting certain things done with the great folks on our team here in the city of Bettendorf. These are all discussed and worked on, voted on to create these lists because we listen to you. Input comes from you to council members and department heads. That input is thrown on the table where we talk about opportunities and maybe some challenges to get some of those things that you want done accomplished, and then we start our lists. Our lists are hot off the presses now, and they will be laminated, and they sit on our desks all year. So we are focused on working the plan. That's a really important thing, to keep on task working the plan. So let's go through a couple of our top priorities in the council policy agenda. First, we want to have some changes, some increases to our building permits and permit process enhancements. Working to make sure that our developers get their projects done, and you homeowners who want to put on a deck or redo the basement can come in, get your permit quickly, and we can give you that help. We want to work with our friends who are developing the west end of the I-74 bridge area and create a master plan, a development agreement with them, so they all know where things are going and we'll know where things are going, and the public can see that project start coming out of the ground. We have facility needs as we continue to grow throughout town, whether it be the community center, the police station, fire station, or city hall. And we're doing a study to figure out how we can be most efficient with what we have, and if there's a need to build something new. We are looking at how we develop in the city and whose responsibility it is to help share in the cost of that development. And we are working hard at enforcing stop sign and speed restrictions, so be careful. Get your speed under control, because there's going to be a lot more enforcement than you've seen in the past. Those are our top priority items. For high priority, we're looking to get some help with a grant writer. Don't know how that's going to work. That's some of these policy decisions, right? Figure out how to make this work, because there's a lot of money we leave on the table, in my opinion, because we don't have an expertise in grant writing. So maybe if you're a grant writer and you've got great talent, you can let me know. We have to talk about what happens when we continue to grow. Where will the city grow? How will it grow? How do we support our friends at TBK Bank Sports Complex, finishing up phase 2 there? We just opened that street yesterday with a great ribbon cutting. Please go patronize the businesses at the Plex and the TBK Bank Sports Complex. They've been closed, not the businesses, but that road's been closed, and you've been detouring for a year, a little more. Go give them some of your hard-earned cash and have a great time. They provide a great service in our community. We have to balance what we're doing in new construction with our regular neighborhoods, those that predate all the new stuff, right? So we have some aging residential neighborhoods that need a little help, and we've got to balance those things. We have plans and projects in place in all of the wards, including some in our more flood-prone areas, to have a cool project, we hope, with another partner outside of the area. So those are some of the things that are on our big policy agenda, and we do a management agenda of top and high priorities as well, things that we need to work on within the confound of running the city. Things like our information technology master plan, where we're kind of moving away from a system that's 32 years old now into some much more efficient systems. We have contracts coming up with all of our union groups. We have to go through that, make everybody happy on both sides, and continue to work as a great team here in the city. And we have to work on stormwater and other sewer projects through a management agenda in our city, but through the departments that follow that work. So there's lots of stuff on our top and high priority agendas for management as well. We don't want to get lists that are too long that we can't accomplish. We want to get darn near everything done each and every year, stay on that path. Sometimes we get a curveball like COVID or something else, but we want to work this path because you, the citizens of Bettendorf, told us this is what you want to see happen. We went through this purposeful process to create this list so that we can work that plan. If you have any questions about our strategic planning, our goal-setting session last weekend, please give me a call. Talk to us here at City Hall, and we'd be happy to answer your questions. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a great weekend.